In order to make the printable function, we started with 10 println statement which looked something like this. By now we all agree that this is not an optimal solution, so how about we modify this function and update it using for loops. We will see how easy it is to use, and in the process we will also remove repeatable code in our current printable function. So let's start with simply writing for keyword with empty parentheses, and inside it I will have 2 semicolons. Remember, we need to separate initialization, condition and update clause with semicolon, hence 2 semicolons are inside my parentheses. Next, let's write the initialization block. Here I have declared an int variable called CTR, short form for counter, and initialize it to 1. Note that I have not initialized my counter variable to 0, as the first number I want my parameter to get multiplied to is with 1 and not 0. Now it's time for condition block. Here I have wrote a condition which says counter is less than equal to 10, which means that our loop will run until our counter reaches 10. Our counter will start from 1 and ends on 10. So it means that we are running this loop 10 times, and that makes sense because I want to multiply my parameter from 1 to 10 to get this full table. Let's write the update clause. In the update clause, I have my counter variable incremented to 1 every time after my loop body is executed, because I want my parameter to first get multiplied by 1, then 2, then 3 and so on till 10. And finally, I can now write my println statement. Inside the parentheses of println, I can simply multiply my parameter with the for loop variable counter to get the correct table of a number. Now let's call this function with the argument of 2. When Java runs this program, it will put 2 inside the parameter num, and our variable counter will be set to 1. Then the condition will be checked in this case as 1 is less than equal to 10, so the condition is true, which means our loop body will be executed and the first loop will multiply 2 by 1 and we'll get 2 as our first print statement. Then our counter variable will be updated to 2 as the old value of counter was 1, and if we add 1 to it, it will become 2. Now condition is again checked. In this case, as 2 is less than equal to 10, it will again evaluate to true, so our loop body will run again the second time, and this time it will multiply 2 by 2 and we'll get 4 as our second print statement. This will keep on happening until our counter variable reaches 11, and in that case our condition will be false and our final result will be the table of 2 printed on screen. If you call this function again with the argument of 5, we will get a table of 5 printed on screen from 5 to 50.